too. It's only TV, but I like it, except when Ready Steady Cookie's on. TV is arguably the greatest medium in the world, apart from Vanessa Feltz's dress size, of course. On my left, our first team captain, the supposed hard man of comedy, though he'll giggle like a small girl if you tickle his feet, and you don't want to know how I found that one out, Mr. Jack D, ladies and gentlemen. Joining him this week, the best-loved ginger on TV. In fact, the only loved ginger on TV. Patsy Palmer. And completing the team, that rare thing, a comedian and pop star whose musical career has taken him from pop duo Raw Sex to pop group Fat Les. Next year he's going solo under the name Fat Sex, Mr. Rowland Rivron. Opposing Jack, a man with more mints than the meat counter at Sainsbury's, it's Julian Clary. Flanking Julian, and he does like to be flanked, we have someone who's been in Coronation Street for 18 years, so he's not looking forward to his next storyline. How many years?
20.
20 years?
Man and boy. Thought I'd sort that one out before we started.
We have someone who's been in Coronation Street for 20 years, so he's not looking forward to his next storyline, the inevitable affair with Ken Barlow. Please welcome Jack Duckworth, alias Bill Tarmey. And with Julian and Bill, it's a star of Men Behaving Badly. She was quite pleased when the series finished, as she was afraid of being typecast. So please welcome the sexy blonde one from Men Behaving Badly. It's Leslie Ash. Our first round is promisingly entitled Trivia. Trivia can be described as something small, insignificant, and which inexplicably exerts a deep fascination for some people, like Anne Robinson's fur, for example. Each team will be shown 3 TV clips. They simply have to tell us what trivial fact links them. So, Julian's team, here are your 3.
I think the general perception of the public is that we get it right fairly frequently. We do have occasions where we maybe just don't pick it up as quick as we would like to.
No.
They were, of course, Richard and Judy of the British Isles and some naturists. What do you think might link those 3?
Well, on Richard and Judy the other morning, they did taught you how to do a self-examination, and they had a man. Did you see?
No.
You're lovely, you are. You get me going. No, they had a model there, and he held the actual penis out of the way to reveal the testicles, and then they had a doctor showing you how to examine it, and you could join in at home.
Did you record it?
Yeah, did you by any chance have this on tape, Julie?
Freeze frame. No, I have seen testicles before. Yeah. So maybe it's to do with that. Is it?
No.
No. Is nudity involved?
Has it got something to do with a well-known supermarket chain? So it's this morning's supermarket opening their doors to naked people?
No, is there nude shopping going on?
Apparently so.
The next time you're popping down, will you give me a call first?
I hope they've got their cold cuts under wraps.
Oh.
Might find anything horrible in my taramasalata?
Say that with a Savoy in your mouth.
I'm glad he said Savoy.
It's the streaker, isn't it? Is it?
Yes.
Well, tell us more.
Well, we had the map of England in the middle, and who's that weatherman? Fred. He had a streaker.
Yeah.
On that, and then there were nude people.
It was on Richard and Judy.
There is your link.
You have it. There you go. Let's see if he is completely correct.
Over in East Anglia, again, it's not bad at all. You've got plenty of sunshine around, but a little bit more in the way of cloud and things like that. And we could have a problem here.
Got a problem.
How am I going to cope with this? Right, quite expected. Over the southern part of Britain, I better end this quickly. Again, plenty of sunshine. I'll say bye-bye. Jim, the clipboard. Do you want the clipboard? Oh no! Yes, hold the clipboard.
The connection is, of course, a streaker on this morning. The Noble Art streaker was most memorably celebrated in the 70s, like Ginger Spice's 43rd birthday. One for Jack's team now. You've got 3 clips. See if you can piece together the incident that connects these.
People have been asking me about Comet Hale-Bopp. It is now visible with the naked eye just before dawn in Aquila, because it won't be really well seen before next February, and it should be really bright in March. It looks like a promising comet.
There you go. You've got the Wagon Program, you've got the one and only Patrick Moore, and you've got the fine art of gurning. What might the link be?
Is it the 3 ages of man? Actually, I think Wogan is what you'll probably look like by the end of this series.
By the end of this night, I
Patrick
think.
Moore is what you'll look like in about 30 years' time, and that one is what you looked like while you were being born, I should think.
They all are past gurners. They have gurned in their lifetime.
This is a tough one.
Broadcast, you don't have to shout. It's people will hear at home without.
There's just the one microphone over there.
No.
I'll admit it's a tough one. Let's see if there's anything in...
We know the answer.
You know the answer?
Yes.
Well, I want to have a go at the answer.
Well, go on then, I'm sorry.
I'd like to have the option.
Come on in. Join us.
Well, I saw a clip once where his teeth came out, Patrick Moore's teeth came out, and maybe Terry's hairpiece had a problem, and I had something.
Well,
we're on the other one.
You're so close. Let's see just how close you are.
You haven't attempted to modernise it. That would be absolutely fatal. It's gone right back to the music, the cars, everything else.
That's right. It was the memorable moment when Patrick Moore's upper denture was unexpectedly dislodged during an edition of Wogan, which was when I was hosting at the time. That's why I've aged so rapidly. For those who blinked during that, here's a slow-motion action replay.
You have to take your teeth out to gurn.
So the gurner is toothless.
That's the link. There is a link.
Oh, how are we meant to know that?
Well, don't whinge.
Not fair.
Patrick Moore is, of course, the only man on TV who can pronounce the word Uranus without giggling, though I don't know how he's going to get his teeth around its new name, Bumhole. Patrick has been presenting The Sky at Night for 40 years. Unfortunately, no one has had the heart to tell him that it hasn't been broadcast for the last 30. Every night he looks at the stars. In fact, his telescope is so powerful, he can actually see what planet Michael Barrymore is now living on. So at the end of round 1, the scores are Julian's team have a magnificent 6, while you're lagging way behind with no points whatsoever.
All right.
Our next round is called Are You Sitting Down? And it's all about bad news. And bad news comes in many forms: a tax demand, a curious itching, the words Hetty Wainthropp investigates. I'll be giving our teams a dramatic TV clip taken from a well-known programme. The team's job is to speculate what the bad news is likely to be. Julian, it's your team to go first. Your clip is from EastEnders.
Mrs. Fowler?
Yes.
I'm Dr. Harris.
Oh, how is he, Doctor?
Why don't we sit down?
Sit down.
Yes.
Why? What's happened?
I'm afraid I've got some bad news. Unfortunately...
Can I have a go?
I was going to say, unfortunately, you're Wendy Richards.
You better sit down, love, because unfortunately Coronation Street's beating you in the ratings again.
Unfortunately, the script writers come up with a happy scene, and you're going to have to smile.
That wouldn't be good for any of us, would it?
Didn't somebody die?
Yeah, well, we know the real answer. It's quite an easy one. Her husband died after.
Let's just see how close you are.
We were unable to resuscitate your husband. He died a few minutes ago.
Oh, I'm filling up, I'm filling up.
You know, she does have the face for bad news, doesn't she? I mean, it's like
I thought he died in his shed exploded on the allotment or something, didn't he? Isn't that how he died?
I don't know, did he?
I thought he did. I thought he died in an exploding shed.
Patsy, did he? Was it exploding? It was before your time, wasn't it?
No, he was there. I don't know, though.
It's, of course, the moment when Pauline Fowler, also known as Wendy Richard, is informed of the demise of her beloved Arthur. One of the many deaths that has occurred in the square over the years, the death rate has got so bad the actors are now on long-term hourly contracts. An idea put forward by script editors Ronnie and Reggie. EastEnders has made household names out of him with the tattoo, her with the face, and renowned gobbler Julian Tailforth. Well, it's true. You're not a panto, you don't hit. Jack's team now, and we've a clip from Coronation Street for you.
What a day.
It's Ken.
It's a long day. You can say that again.
It was a long day.
Tracy in back?
Yeah. She was hoping you'd be back.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm sorry. I intended to, I really did, but I just couldn't tear myself away. You know how it is. Tree looks nice.
Thanks.
Yeah, hell of a day. Do you feel like a drink?
No.
Everything all right?
I think Ken then says, I'm in the right house.
Nope.
Patsy?
No, I'm very
Didn't
premenstrual, Ken.
I'm sorry to hear that, but do you have a guess for us to shoot?
No, I don't know. I haven't got a clue.
I've been to the salon, Ken, and they can't do anything about my Lionel Richie.
No, he's having an affair, isn't he?
Yeah, Ken was then, I think that's what it was.
But as we know, he's shagged everyone. He's having an affair with the tree. And she's brought the tree in to confront him.
Let's check your answer with the original.
I want to know where you've been and who with.
Quite right, too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it serious?
honestly, Deirdre, I've been wanting to talk about it.
Oh, why didn't you?
Well, I just wanted to get Christmas out of the way.
Oh, very restrained.
Look, I just can't believe that it's happened. I really can't. Oh, Christ. Look, the last thing in the world I want to do is hurt you. You've got to believe that.
Wendy Crozier. Am I right?
Yes.
Tree lights seem okay this year.
What did she say? The tree what?
Tree lights.
Lights seem okay this year.
They're talking code. Yes. Get a book.
Is she missing a page of script there or something?
But Deirdre had lots of affairs as well. Was that after that?
Deirdre got
But
locked
after
up.
that, because she was true to him, Deirdre.
She was...
She's lucky to get anyone.
Oh, Deirdre?
It was, of course, the moment when Deirdre Barlow confronted her husband Ken about his affair with fellow local paper journalist Wendy Crozier. And at the end of that round, we find that Jack's team still trailing behind with 3 points. Julian's team won the lead with 9 points.
Thank you.
Can I just point out that there was actually no way that we could have caught up anyway. So there's no need to use language like trailing behind.
Well, you're trailing behind.
I knew that I knew the odds were against us, and I'm not disappointed or panicking.
You're flagging
behind, but not.
He's proudly erect. You're flagging.
We've missed a couple of opportunities, and
his flagpole's up. You're at half
there'll
mast.
be a plenty.
I drawn a really nice picture of Deirdre in the Christmas tree.
That's
Sorry, I
lovely.
didn't even realise I'd done it.
Can I have it? I'll take it in Sunday for
Yeah,
her.
go on, get her to sign it for me and send
Right,
it. I'll
and
give
send
you
it
a
back.
stamp address envelope. Thank you.
How old are you?
Oh, that's very good. Send it off to charity.
Yeah, they'll send it right back and give you a donation. Our next round is Granny Knows Best. We've been out and about visiting some of the nation's old folk to find out just what makes them tick, other than their pacemakers. In this round, a selection of sprightly pensioners will be describing some of their favourite TV shows and personalities for our panel to guess. As we know, old people's views on television can be fascinating, insightful and hilarious. And then there's Dennis Norton. Teams, I'd like you to tell me who or what these old folk are describing. The sooner you guess the right answer, the more points you'll get. There's 10 points hanging on this first one. Here you go.
They all seem to be so busy. There's such a lot of them. They all seem to be running around.
It's far better to go to bed roaring with laughter at something and and or having been interested in something, or seen something about animals and don't answer back. That's why they're damn sight better than most humans.
Last week it was a chap had put some drugs, hadn't they, in his drink or something. He didn't know anything about it.
There was a horrible one last time, the worst one I've seen.
He really enjoys his television.
He loves it, doesn't he? Okay, what do you think? Who do you think they're talking about?
Are they talking about their Christmas lunch at the home?
Was it the bill or something?
Well, what was your answer, Jack? What did you give us?
The bill.
What a lie!
Oh, it isn't the bill anyway, so you're both on there. Yeah, let's have a look. Here they are describing the same thing. Can anyone get it this time out for just 5 points?
As a matter of fact, I think up to last night we saw. Last night or... No, not last night.
I was going in there all right, because I said, they won't be wanted. They won't, would they?
I think it was Thursday night or Friday night.
You seem to be masses of flesh there. Oh, I didn't faint, but I was a bit sickened by it.
Oh, I know what it is.
It was too much.
I got it.
I think he was describing bath time last night, wasn't it? I'm not
Is
sure.
it,
Okay, what do you think?
Is it Coronation Street uncovered?
Sadly not. What are you going to guess?
Casualty.
She's got it. There you go. It's Casualty. Originally, the series tried to be more realistic. On the very first show, everyone tuned in at 8 o'clock on Saturday night and didn't see a doctor for 18 hours. Let's have one more. Here's a selection once again of the nation's cherished old folk describing, as best as they can remember, something they've seen on television at some time in their long, long lives.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Also, I can't remember exactly, but I mean, it's still on now, isn't it?
Oh, they're very comical, aren't they? Do you know, I've forgotten really what it's all about.
I don't think he's as queer as he tries to make out on that programme.
He made the programme funny. You know, he was sort of... No, I did like him. Well, I liked them all.
That's right, remember that now.
Generation game.
You think it's Brucey?
Are you being served? Are you being served?
Julian's got it one, the answer. Answer is indeed, are you being served? Well done. That was great. 10 points to you. Indeed, it was Are You Being Served, which even now revels in the familiar catchphrases I'm free, Mrs. Slocum's pussy, and hasn't Wendy Richard aged? And after all that, the score stand at Jack, lagging behind with 8 points. Julian, a magnificent 19.
I'll give you 5 points if you do your tie-up, sit up properly and pull your jacket down.
Do it. That's worth it, isn't it?
Yeah, do it. You know, I mean, it's nice to see that happening, but you never know what he's going to offer next time, and it could be a very slippery road you're on there.
Well, I'm a winner.
And do your button up.
It's done up.
No, the ticket button.
Oh, no, I can't sit. I'll sit like a bloody stuffed
If you want
turkey.
5 points...
From here, you're a winner, you're a
You can't keep adding to it now.
Right, now
I've sparked myself up.
Don't give him any points.
I've given him the 5. He did what you said.
Give him 10 now.
I was trying to double-cross.
What a feeble plan.
Our next round is called Who Are We, which gives our teams the chance to probe the very core of our identity, while at the same time twatting around in masks. At my command, Jack and his team will each don a pair of attractive Velcro goggles, upon which Julian will attach one of 3 TV faces of his choosing, all belonging to a well-known show. Okay, if Jack's team could put your goggles on, please.
There you go.
Okay, and when you're ready with those, there you go, you can't see a single thing. Julian, if you'd like to go over there and...
I've got it. Are we all welders?
Right. That's your one. You're gorgeous as well.
Oh, I bet I'm really ugly. Mind you.
Ow.
Be gentle with me, Julian.
Yeah.
Deaf ears, as ever.
It's really weird.
You know, I'm hoping that someone has only just now tuned in and doesn't know what's going on. Yeah. Jack D, the hard man of British comedy, ladies and gentlemen. OK, well, the object is for Jack's team to find out who they are by asking Julian, Bill and Leslie the right questions. Julian's team can only answer yes or no, so Jack and team, who are you and what's the show you appear on?
What's my name?
No, you can't do that.
Right, Patsy, you ask a question. Do you want to ask a question?
Would Prince Edward ask me to be a bridesmaid at his wedding?
No.
No.
Does that mean I'm a man then?
No.
Yes.
Jack, you don't know who she is. You can't answer the question.
If you're going to get tough with us, get tough with the right guy.
I would do, but if you could see from where I'm sitting, he's a bit scarier.
Might I have appeared on maybe Crime Watch?
No.
Are they laughing at us or with us?
Is it a comedy show or a drama? Is it a comedy show?
No.
No.
No. Would we enjoy a trip to Clapham Common?
Very possibly.
Are we a children's programme?
Yes.
His friend shares a characteristic with Martin Clunes and Prince Charles.
Big ears.
Noddy!
That's an easy fill, isn't it?
Well done.
Well, get another point guessing who's who. Which one's which?
Okay.
I'm,
Jack, you're Noddy. Well, you're Big Ears, and you've been
Can we take them
PC,
off
whatever
now?
his name is. Yeah, take them off. Well done, though. You got it. Congratulations.
You were the policeman.
All round placement. OK, it's your turn now, Julian's team, if you care to don your mask of mirth. Jack will now transform each of you into famous TV faces. Jack, if you're ready.
Shouldn't Bill have goggles with a bit of plaster on the corner?
what?
I'm coming behind
come on,
you,
put a bit
Julian.
of wet wipe.
Oh, thank you.
Smell quite nice.
Yeah. Very kind.
Oh no, it's Leslie actually.
Oh.
Okay, is that on? Shall we all go now?
OK. Are you ready to start questioning?
Yes.
Fire away.
Have I been out with Darren Day?
Probably.
Am I a homosexual?
Julian, if you don't know by now, you never will, mate.
Am I a girl?
Yes!
No, you're not. You're not.
Yes, he is.
So that means I'm a boy.
Yeah.
Well done, Leslie. Nothing's getting past you tonight.
So we're in a TV series?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I an animal?
Who?
In bed, yes.
I'll give you a clue. They've all got stupid names, but one of them can't help it. She's foreign.
Are we in a soap?
No.
No.
Is it a comedy series?
No.
Is it a drama?
No.
Is it a kids' programme?
No.
Yes, it is. Kids watch it.
Right,
Kids like it.
I like saying no.
Are we an old kids programme? A new one, a current one?
The current programme.
8 years, isn't it?
Not only for kids, though. Family show.
For sad people.
Is it on TV?
Yes.
In the morning?
You're running out of time. I'm going to have to hurry on this.
Well, give us a proper clue then.
They play around with giant Q-tips sometimes.
Q-tip?
Two of you have upper body strength.
Gladiators?
There you go,
Yeah,
gladiators. You all look perfectly natural, all right? OK, now, Dave, if you want an extra point, see if you can guess who's who. Which one's which?
Well, am I Rhino?
That would be the obvious choice, wouldn't it, Julian?
Because I feel like Rhino.
I bet Bill's Ulrika,
Yeah, well done. Bill's Ulrika. Give you a point for that.
because I won't be.
No.
Am I Hunter?
Yeah?
Yeah! Look at that. Take them off. You were Wolf, Julian.
Oh, Wolf.
You were Wolf. There you go. Congratulations, mate. You did very well there. At the end of that thrill-packed extravaganza, the scores now stand. Jack has 16 points. Julian still in the lead with 19 points. Our last round is called catchphrase. TV is always inventing new catchphrases, such as Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? The show where every night some randomly chosen lucky bastard walks away with £125,000. Chris Tarrant, you'd have thought it. It's a quick-fire round. I'll be giving the first part of a well-known TV catchphrase. The team's buzz in with the full answer. They've got 90 seconds to complete as many as possible. Fingers on your buzzers. Here we go. First up, Jeremy Clarkson from Top Gear. If this car was a potato...
Then I've been smoking some Top Gear.
No, that wasn't it.
It would be a King Edward.
Yeah, well done. Wurzel Gummidge. Cup of tea and a...
Chocolate finger.
See, you're back to wino again, aren't you?
Slice of cake.
Yeah, well done. The Monkeys. Hey, hey, we're the Monkeys, and people say...
We're monkeying around.
That's right. And Ken Dodd on the Ken Dodd Show used to say, how...
Hello.
How can I get away with this?
Maybe.
I forgot now.
There's a good
Because I am.
No, close though.
How do I say that?
No, it was how hilarious. Huey Green.
I know, so I don't even get a go now.
Yeah, shut up. Huey Green. It's make your...
Mind upside.
Yeah, that's right, and he certainly did on a regular basis. Jim Bowen, bullseye. Keep out of the black and...
Keep out of the Blackpool lavatories after 9 o'clock.
Once again, you're telling us more about your private lives than we care to know.
Trying to raise a smile at home.
Is it nothing for 3 in a bed or something like
It's
that?
very close. Keep out of the black and...
Into the red.
Yeah. Nothing red, but didn't do it.
Nothing else.
Very good. Charlie's Angels. Once upon a time, there were 3 little girls who went to the police academy and they were virtually each assigned very hazardous duties, but I took them away from all that, and now they...
Are testifying against me.
You know what I'm going to give you? Just for a different junction. All right. It was now they work for me. My name is Charlie, the Magic Roundabout. Boing, time for...
Amyl nitrate.
Boing, time for...
Bed!
Yes, said Zebedee. And Alan Titchmarsh, Gardener's World. Whatever the weather, I hope...
You all rot in hell.
Maybe on the inside he's saying that. But on the outside he's saying, whatever the weather, I hope...
I hope your garden grows.
You've never watched, have you? The sun shines in your garden this week. No, you didn't get it. There you go. That's the end of the round. That brings us to the end of the show, and the final scores are Jack's team. I'm afraid you did well, but not well enough. You got 19 points. Julian, in the lead, and congratulations, 22 points. Before we go, let me just remind you, please don't try this at home. It may look easy, but these people are trained idiots. And if you enjoyed the show, you could try visiting our website. You could try. We haven't actually got one, but you can. We'll leave the last word to Granny Margaret with her thoughts on the programme Casualty. Enjoy. Thanks for watching. Good night.
That's the idea of the programme. After you can't go in there all right. You've got to go in there with something wrong. Otherwise, you won't be in there, would you? I mean, you can't go in there normal, can you? That's why it's called Casualty. That's what I'm saying, I mean. No, it's right, isn't it? I mean, you can't go in there perfect. She said there's always something, there's a other bit drop of blood, there's always something going on with the tubes. Well, I said, that's what it's called, isn't it? I said, that's what the hospital's for. I said, they do all that, don't they? They experiment and they know what that's what it's called. There's nobody going in there all right, because I said, they won't be wanted. They won't, would they? I mean...